Camping in Yosemite National Park just got a little more difficult. So let's talk about how to get a campsite and what changes are going on that's going to make it a little more difficult this year. Yosemite has 13 campgrounds. Of those campgrounds, 9 are available for RVs, and they're all open at different times depending on their elevation. Yosemite does have 4 campgrounds that are open year-round, so if you wanted to pop in the winter or the off-season, there are a few campgrounds that are available. So what will you get if you book a campground in Yosemite? Well, not much. All of the campgrounds are dry camping, so there won't be any hookups. Now, they do come with a fire pit, a picnic table, and a bear box. There are also only 3 dump stations throughout the park, so you may have to travel to a different campground when you're finished to go and empty your tank. Now, since you're going to be dry camping, more than likely you are going to need your generator, and they do have some very specific generator rules at the national park. The only time you are allowed to run your generator is between 7 and 9 a.m., from 12 to 2 p.m., and again at 5 to 7 p.m. So it does make it a little hard if you're out and about and you're exploring to rush back home to turn on that generator. So do be aware of that. Are you going to need a bathhouse? Well, there are only 2 campgrounds at Yosemite that have bathhouses. The rest of them just have vault toilets. So make sure you're aware of that depending on the type of RV that you have. Pets are allowed throughout all of the campgrounds at Yosemite. They are just required to be on a leash, and of course, like all campgrounds, they want you to pick up after your pet. One of the biggest questions people ask is, will my RV fit in the campground? Well, all of the campgrounds have different sizes of campsites, so you are going to want to check through and see which ones are going to be available for your size rig. Traditionally, the campgrounds in higher elevations are first come, first serve campgrounds, and that's because the snow determines when those campgrounds will open up again. But because of COVID last year, they required reservations for those campgrounds as well as all the other campgrounds in the park. Now, they have not said for 2022 if they're going to go back to the first come, first serve for those campgrounds yet. Campground reservations for Yosemite can be made at recreation.gov, but you got to know sometimes they book out in minutes. So what I recommend is book early. When Yosemite releases the sites, you should be at your computer and ready to go. Now, all of their sites are released 5 months out on the 15th of the month at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So you should be at your computer already ready to go. If not, you probably will not get a reservation. Yosemite has 1,231 campsites, but due to construction plans for 3 of its campgrounds, those campsites are going to be cut in half through 2022 and 2023. So unfortunately, getting in just got a little harder. I have gone through all of the campgrounds and I've put together all the information for you so you don't have to go from campground to figure out if your RV will fit. So all you have to do is hop over to the blog. I have all the information about each campground as well as a link for reservations. So go check it out. But if you don't get into Yosemite, don't worry. There are plenty of campgrounds on the outside of the national park that are beautiful. So if you can't get in, be sure and check on those campgrounds. Don't give up your trip to Yosemite that fast, because I'm telling you, Yosemite is one of my favorite national parks and everyone should get a chance to visit. Good luck getting into Yosemite.